Hello everybody, I'm Enka from Enka no Topi, the guy behind this YouTube channel. And I thought it might be fun to tell you a little bit about my background and how I got involved in Enka. But before I start, I want to say that I'll do this one in English because I don't have the confidence to do it in Japanese. And as you might hear, English is also not my mother tongue. So I might struggle a little bit about words, so bear with me, okay? Anyway, let's start. Well, first a little bit about myself. I'm Jouke IJsbeert, which is a Dutch name, of course. Maybe it's hard to pronounce for the Japanese people or for the English ones, but that's my name. I was born in 1990, so it makes me 35 years old, and I live in the east of the Netherlands, close to the German border, in a city called Almelo. So, my background is reggae music, which I love from my 10th. As a solo artist, I released 3 albums as Jojo Gladstone, and besides that I'm also a studio musician, producer, and that's all reggae. So, how I got involved in Japanese music was that started in 2013, and actually it became through a connection between Hong Kong movies from John Woo, like Killer, Better Tomorrow, name them, Hard Boiled, those movies. And some of those movies had beautiful soundtracks. And I discovered that a lot of these cantopop songs, which were actually cantopop songs, were covers from Japanese songs. And there was one particular song that turned out to be a cover of Kokoro no Kori from Hoshikawa Takashi. And that was the first Showa song that I ever heard, like with a saxophone intro and Watashi baka yo ne, la 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 la, which was the first one. And from that song on, I started to really get interested in Japanese music. Of course, I listened more on YouTube and discovered more. But I thought I had a lot of reggae, and there was a guy who always bought reggae all over the world for me. And I asked him, can we try to buy a Japanese music LP? And he said, sure, we can try. So, let me see. So the first, I thought we bought an LP, but it turned out to be a single, which was Kisetsu no Nakade from Matsuyama Chiharu. This was the first, I hope I pronounced it right, by the way. Sorry if the name pronunciation is wrong, but this is the first record I actually bought. And until this day, I still enjoy this song when I hear it. It's very, very good. This guy, his range is really something special. So this was the first one. And then I really started interesting more. I just wanted to buy more. And there was a shop called Snow Records, which was back like in 2013, pretty new, I think. I'm not sure, but it was pretty convenient for us overseas buyers. And that was the first LP that I bought, was this one. No Hito Kuwabara, I think, is the right pronunciation. And it's a folkish LP. Extremely good, extremely cool songs in it. I really enjoy it still, that's why I actually never sold it. And then the Enka journey started with this one, Morris Nishi with Inochi Ataete. I bought it because I thought the sleeve looked very, very cool. But when it arrived at home and I played it on the record player, I absolutely hated it. I thought it was absolutely atrocious. So after like 3 or 4 songs, I put the record in the cabin and didn't listen for it for half a year. But I was actually pretty disappointed, but it actually didn't stop to discover more Japanese music. So I continued to buy more Japanese records. And one example was this one. I thought also the sleeve was looking very cool, and this one I really love. and this is Mitomuro Kunihiko, and he's also a Japanese actor. And in my opinion, besides my love for Enka, I think he has the best voice in Japanese music, in my opinion. I think this man's voice is something special. To me, of course. So yeah, I also have him out of respect there, next to Gladson Anderson, who's also a hero, but that's a Jamaican piano player. But he's next to Gladdy, and yeah, that shows how much I respect him. So yeah, Mitomuro Kunihiko. And one other singer that I respect a lot is Miura Tomokazu, which is of course not Enka, but he's the husband of Yamaguchi Momoe, which was the idol back in the day. But absolutely amazing. So I started to collecting more and more records, and I think it was more like kayokyoku. Then I decided maybe I should sell records, right? Because I don't listen to him. And then this one came up again. And then I started to play it again, and I thought, what the hell? Actually, I like it. And it was totally different from the first spin that I did it, like I played it. And something clicked, something fell in place. And I listened to the album 3 times after, 3 times, and I absolutely loved it. And I don't know what it was, but it changed my life completely. And I thought to myself, well, this doesn't sound like pop, because it has a little bit like we have in Holland, we have like slager, and we have like smartlappen, which are live songs, like and it sounded a little bit like this. And then I discovered this music genre was called Enka. And then I really wanted to listen to more Enka, and I discovered more Enka artists like Rutetsuya and Asha Gonasuke, which had a major hit with Musumeyo. And Rutetsuya is of course known for his song Okuhita Bojo. But yeah, this really changed my life really. It's funny to first don't like it at all, and then the second you actually really love it. But that was my experience with this album, and now I hold it very close to my heart. And then I started to search Enka records on Yahoo Auction, and then one day there was a box for sale that contains, I think, 160 singles from Ella Records. Ella Records is a big company in Tokyo that sells records. And I bought that, and it was more of like records from the late 80s, like really traditional Enka from the late 80s, mainly King Records, Tejiku, that kind of stuff. But also included in that box were singles that had like One Day Fly singers. Not this one, but one of these. This is a record on King Custom, and King Custom was a sub-label from King Records that allowed amateur singers to record their own songs and financially their own songs, and in particular with a major number NCS. Right now I collected more than 2,500 like Enka singles, and 80% is like stuff like this. Very, very rare. Oh, sorry. Very, very rare. And stuff like this. Also on Tejiku Customs, it's actually the same concept as King Customs. And this one, Yamaguchi Kiyoshi's Onabana, which is actually one of my favorite songs. And this one on Victor Customs, PRA Matrix, Omokage Awano. I really love this music with all my heart. It really put me through a very difficult time in my life when my mother got cancer and my father was involved in an accident, and when my mother passed away last year. Yeah, so this is actually a little bit the story behind my love for Enka. It's really a music that when I'm down, it makes me happy, and when I'm happy, it makes me more happy. Oh, by the way, I'm crazy. I actually rebought Morishinichi's Ataite, Inochi Ataite, sorry, because the OB is here. And since this was a promo copy, I thought it was looking much cooler. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And so yeah, this is a little bit the story. I hope you could follow it a little bit. I did my best to be as clear as possible. I will continue uploading singles in the future, so please look forward to that. And yeah, thank you for watching, and till next time, bye bye.